Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo,
Test,
yo,
test.
yo. We're live.
We're live.
Hey, welcome Cave Maniacs. This Uncle Nasty here at Gabe's Cave booth at the Gulf Coast Collection Convention in Houston, Texas. I'm joined by two cool people, Mr. Austin St. John, the Red Power Ranger. Y'all know who he is. I'll say hi.
OG.
What's up, man? Good to be here.
And we got Ken R. Salinas.
Good to see y'all.
Y'all have known him on interviews with us before, but we've got some great things to talk about with Ken. But before we do, I'm going to pass the mic to Austin, and we're going to tell y'all about the news that is happening right here in Houston at the Gulf Coast Convention Center, and he was downstairs, and he can tell y'all about it.
Yep.
So I was just downstairs at the Houston Galleria, and I was sitting at the Daily Grill, and, we're doing the thing. I'm there with some friends. We're having a minute, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I mean, not 10 people, not 20 people, not 50 people. I mean, a never-ending drove of people. Okay, so it ended. But a lot of people came tearing through the Daily Grill and, didn't stop. They weren't saying hi. They weren't running to a table. They were in a dead sprint with fear in their eyes, and they went straight past the bar, straight past the tables, all the way out the back door, and they disappeared. Knocking tables over, knocking chairs over, knocking drinks over.
Wow.
It was chaos. And I said to myself, Self, what in the holy hell is going on here? And I looked around, and I'm sitting there with Jim Cummings, who's the voice of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Darkwing Duck and everything else you've probably ever heard from Disney. And we kind of looked at each other as everybody else was running by, and panic was evident. People outside the restaurant were sprinting down, running by the restaurant. People were terrified. And Jim and I are looking at each other, and we're kind of like, what's going on? And so I got up and walked the other way because I need to know what's going on. I'm a retired medic. Spent 16 years as a medic firefighter. I spent 4 years in the Middle East. I did 8 tours.
Nice.
I understand rule number 1. When terrible things are happening, running only incites panic. I mean, that's not rule number 1, but you get the point. If you're running, you incite panic. Stay calm. That helps pass on calm. That helps other people understand that blind fear leading you down an alleyway or other places like that isn't always a good thing. In fact, a lot of times it's terrible. So, and my first thought was it's got to be gunshots. I didn't hear any gunshots. Neither did anybody else in the bar. I didn't smell fire. These are two things that immediately you would think would elicit panic. And that's what we saw. It was panic. These people were terrified. So I'm watching them go by, but I don't smell fire and I didn't hear bang bang. So I thought, well, I wonder if somebody's hurt. Let me go check. So I go moseying the opposite direction, make my way up to the door. Hey, I stop a guy who was kind of terrified, but not as much. Hey, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. Everybody's running. I just ran. I was like, thanks. Went a little further. Hey, man, what's going on? Everybody was running. I got scared. Everybody was running, and I ran, and they were screaming. I was like, why? He goes, I don't know. And then I ran into the third guy who was like, man, run, dude, run. But he was standing there looking back the way everybody had run from. And I was like, why? Why should I be running?
Right.
And he was like, just run, man. I was like, what did you see? He goes, nothing, man. I was like, well, why are you telling people to run? He's like, well, just everybody's scared. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why can't ask the question? Why? Don't be a follower. I mean, if you hear the bang bang, if you smell the smoke, if you see the building on fire, then maybe it's a good idea to still not run, keep your mind level, and find a safe exit without trampling people in your process. That might be a better idea than running like a blind idiot. We're not cattle. Don't act like it. So the next person I make it to, I was like, hey, man, what's going on? He's like, dude, I don't know, man. It was a family. And here's the crazy thing. All the dudes, all the single chicks, single dudes running like crazy. The bravest of them all was a single Latina mom with 2 babies and her mama with her.
Wow.
And she came strolling by me from the direction of all the drama. This is one of the many reasons why I think women are so special. Courage and pain tolerance beyond anything most men think they have. And she looks at me and she's like, yeah, we heard gunshots. She was in range to hear the gunshots,
Right.
but she took her family and her mom and got them to safety. And she did it quiet,
Yeah.
without panic. There was no fear in her eyes. She knew the danger was over. She cleared her family, and that's what it should be. And I've seen this so many times. I've seen it in Afghanistan. I've seen it in Iraq. That's crazy. So at that point, this is long after the fact, at this point, I start seeing police officers walking away from the direction everybody was running at. Walking casually. Weapons are not drawn. Their hands aren't on their holsters. I'm like, oh. That's a pretty good sign. In police work, they call that a clue. That there's no shooting going on right where we are. It's another good reason to
Right.
not be afraid. So I was like, okay. And I looked at Jim Cummings, who had shown up right behind me very quickly. He's got a set of fortitude on him. Not many people walk into the terror. And he was like, yeah, what's going on, dude? I was like, I don't know. And then Cyrus walked out, and she joined us because she's got a set on her, too. She was pretty tough. And then we heard the official report, finally, as we made our way back to the elevator, that there definitely was shooting between two men. And that's all we know. I don't know if they've been caught or what. I mean, clearly things are opening back up.
Yeah, clearly they're opening the doors,
So-
and so something happened. And wow, firsthand from Austin St. John.
Yeah, I
It's-
mean, I wish I'd seen it. I wish I'd been there. I wish I could have
know,
helped.
uh,
But I
we're-
was close.
we're okay. The people here at the show, you know,
Yeah.
we're still out here, and they're opening back up. So it sounds like everything,
And as far
you know.
as we know, nobody innocent or anything like that was hurt.
To my knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Right after something like that happens, there's a period of silence. There are people who feel the need to make it to safety, like so many came past us. Then somebody, maybe sooner, somebody breaks out a cell phone, they call 911, they alert the response system, police come. Police have to come into the system, they have to secure the scene first, make the scene safe. Once the scene is safe, then 911, the rest of the 911 system. Police are first responders. Their objective is to secure the scene, make it safe. They have some basic first aid training. Most police officers, not all. And then comes paramedics, fire department, who come in. Fire puts down the fire. Paramedics come in and they do what they can in the warm or cold zone. Some are hot zone, meaning where the shooting is happening. And they scoop people up, fix them up, take them to the hospital, transport them out. So if that is happening, it's probably happening right now as we're speaking.
Right.
I just have no idea if anyone was injured.
Yeah, that's how fast this was. That was just a few minutes ago, right before we started this, you know.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah,
and
it really was.
amazing. Thank you for telling us firsthand what you saw out there.
Yeah, man.
And want to do that. And I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad everybody you were with was okay.
I'm okay. I'm one of the fools. I'm drawn to stuff like this.
Yeah.
I'm not one that's ever run away from a burning building. I run into them. I'm not one that has run away from things like this because I'm not made that way. I'm compassionate. I have a wife and 3 beautiful children, and
You care about them. That's what's important.
I care about them, but I wouldn't have been a medic if I didn't care about people.
Right. Yeah, that's very true.
16 years I spent being a medic, and my job, I mean, you take an oath as a National Registry paramedic, and it's the Hippocratic. You don't take the whole oath. Doctors take that. But you take a very important sentence at the end, and it says, do no harm. And that was kind of my thing. But I'm also a man of action. I want to go to these terrible places, and I want to help those that are struggling in whatever the drama is. I didn't have to do that today. I walked that direction and never found the drama. And hopefully it was not that serious. I hope no one was hurt, but we'll see.
Exactly. But I feel the same way. You know, I hope everything was okay. I wasn't down there. I was sitting right here, you know, as they started closing doors and you walked in. And again, just glad that you were okay. And we said,
I'm glad it
awesome.
didn't make it up here. You and
Exactly.
I have known each other how long now?
about 6 years, 7 years.
It's been a
almost.
minute.
Yeah.
Couple of cons, couple of places.
Yeah, several cons across the country, ups and downs, hanging out, and you know.
Had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, had a few drinks together, so amazing times. Man, again, I mean, hearing this side of your story too, you know, I didn't know until today, so that's really awesome, you know, and hearing a little bit more of your history, and you know, from being portrayed as your ranger to it doesn't fall far from you being a real man. That's right there, man. Being there for people, you know. Thank you. That's amazing, you know, and for your tours and everything else, man. My son himself, he's in Okinawa, Japan right now, and
Is he a Marine?
no, he's in the Army. He's in Special Forces in the
Okay,
Army.
they're over there too.
And so he just got back from the Philippines and back in Japan, you know, so he lives with his wife out there. So again, you know, thank you for everything. I hope this weekend.
Tell him I said hooah.
Oh, will do, man. Thank you. That's amazing. He's going to have a good time with that, dude. Thank you.
Hey, brother.
Very, very much, man.
Well,
Much
hey, man, I got to
appreciated.
bounce. I'm going to hand the microphone back to the rest of the crew.
Thanks for
I got to
coming
get
by.
back to my table and the peeps. And
Hey man, thank you.
Hey, come
Austin
down and
St.
see
John,
us.
everybody.
Austin Center. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you again. Same. We'll be back out there a few.
All right.
Thanks.
Wow, that was intense.
That was
Really,
awesome.
He came in, I hollered at him. I was like, "Hey man, you gonna come by here and talk to us before you leave?" He knew Ken, so he came right then. He was like, "What's up? We'll do it right now."
That was awesome. That was completely cool. Coming to these live, like he's saying, man,
Yeah.
that was just like we were about to shoot this. We were trying to keep calm, you know, with all the doors closing. Oh man, that was crazy intense. My heart's beating.
And we have a light feeling about it right now because as far as we know, nobody was hurt.
Right.
And things are going back to normal. They've opened the doors back up. They shut us in there for a little while, but it's not going to stop the good things that's happening here, and it shouldn't stop you from coming out because Houston's Finest is on the scene, and they are taking care of the bad guys. You can guarantee it.
Yep.
So we have had a major announcement that happened this morning, and it involves this man right here, Ken Salinas, and he has done a bunch of independent covers for a bunch of guys, and he does really, really good work, and he has just had his first Image Comics cover come out this morning. I'm gonna let Ken tell you just exactly what that is and what that means to him. Ken?
Oh man, thank you. You know, it's small compared to everything happening right now, you know, but we continue on, and you know, we're having a good time, and I did. I'm super stoked. I'm a huge fan of Image Comics, you know, of course, for years and years, and they had a title called Ice Cream Man, and they're actually releasing issue 24, and I got asked to do an exclusive for Pastime Comics, and that at noon it became live to where you could go actually and buy my cover from Pastime Comics. If you go to pastimecomics.com with one T, and it's there. I know they were doing there's only 500 available, and last I saw there might have been 75 left or something like that, which is, to me, it just means the world that my first major cover is right about sold out.
Yeah.
You know, in any number. So I'm stoked about that. And because that was a big pressure for me, you know, do this, it's exclusive, is it going to sell? You know, so that says a lot, you know.
Well, his cover, I want you guys to go look at it. His cover, hey, Joe Poole, can we get a picture of his cover?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna show you guys what it looks like.
Yeah.
But it's a print of the comic, and it'll be, you know, bigger. Y'all ought to be able to see it better. But his is unique, guys. His isn't like the other Ice Cream Man comics you're gonna see. The covers. His is unique, and Ken has a unique thing that he's got going on right now, and I'll let him explain it after we get this picture up here.
I've been working on a style that I call Voodoods, and this here basically is the Ice Cream Man Voodooed cover, and it's a style that I started releasing earlier at the beginning of the year. So for it to go from just releasing it to an actual image cover, I'm beyond words. I thank you so much, Pastime Comics, McLean, Chris Hayes. Y'all guys are just amazing, and thanks for the opportunity on this. And I'm really, really stoked that this is doing really well. So, and I think you have something else you're giving away as well.
I do. For the Cave of Maniacs, for Ken's fans, for anybody that'll come by and support this man, okay, and like this interview and leave me a comment on this interview. This is an Uncle Nasty giveaway, okay? This is straight from Gabe Cave Hart, but I was over there, and Chris Hayes has written a book, and it is called The Mortician.
Yes.
And this right here is Ken's cover of The Mortician.
That is my cover. And the cool thing about this cover is this is actually the Voodoo's first ever cover that they appeared on. So if you're a collector, And if this goes very well, this book could be pretty darn hot. And I hope so. And you're
hope
giving
so.
it away.
We are. It's already signed by Chris Hayes and McLean McGuire. We're going to get Ken to sign it
Oh shoot! Heck yeah! There you go.
right here.
Let me pull this out real quick. All right. Let me use your foot.
Yeah. And this is for you guys.
And that's signed right here, right now, whatever time. CGC, you saw it here.
Yeah, CBCS, y'all know what it is. Y'all just witnessed it.
Y'all, witness.
I ain't trying to hear that mess.
Man, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, just so stoked. You can go buy Pastime Comics with 1 T, and there's a few left out there. So if you want to get that issue, it is live. It's available. It's my first ever Image title.
If any of you guys look and you see something, okay, and you want some help, they take PayPal, they can take a card, all kinds of ways to get payments to these guys, to get the books that you're looking for. We are at the con. We can make it happen. Message me. If I'll go get in Chris Hayes' ears, we'll make it happen. Ken,
Let's let him say hi real quick. Hey,
Chris, come on,
come
man.
on over here and say hi real quick.
Come on, Chris.
Say hi.
Better come on.
We're
Look, he
We're
said,
already-
come on. We
Chris.
done got the book signed. Come on, Chris.
this is Wataga's own horror artist, horror author himself.
This is the writer of the book we were just telling you about, the mortician that he did the voodoos, the very first voodoos.
The first one. He latched onto it.
And Chris Hayes has got a lot of projects going on right now. And he helps Ken out. He gets him on things.
Yeah, he
Ken
does.
helps him out.
Yeah.
He gives him great artwork, so it's like a beautiful relationship.
It is great. It is great.
Why don't you tell these people, since it's his time to shine, what exactly Ken means to you in this community, and where these people can go, and what to look forward to
spot.
from Ken?
You want me to take this over? You want me to take your chair? Because me and Ken can just run this whole thing. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. No, with Ken, I met you like a year ago, a year and a half ago, really, through McLean.
Right.
Right? It's like the matchmaker.
I think he is.
That's when we need that dating game music playing right now.
He's like the Facebook app. Is that a thing?
Could be.
I think it's the
be.
next best thing. No, he
It's
did.
like Tinder.
We met. We were at a show, and Chris said he writes books, and we were like, "Well, what you got?" And he was like, "Well, I don't have it yet, but I write books." And and we were like, "Well, come on with it," and it happened again and again and again. That's how much stuff was built up in his mind, which is amazing.
It's messed up.
You read
demented.
these books, you'll find out.
Yeah.
It's
You're
no
gonna
lie.
need some therapy after you read a couple of them.
That is no lie. And he gave me shots on these covers, which was absolutely fantastic. And him and his team in turn gave me a shot to do this exclusive, which blew my mind. It still does, to have anything to do with this series. Thank you so much again, like sincerely. How
deserve it.
awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
He does. You see people like Ken in the industry, and it's crazy that as long as you've been in the industry and your work that you put out. And we were sitting there, and you've done stuff for me, but we're as a store with the other two owners, we were talking. We're like, still the greatest moment was when we went live with Ken to announce to him that he had no clue that we just got him approved as an image artist to do Ice Cream Man 24.
Yeah.
And the tears started coming down. It
I
was
couldn't
great,
stop
you know.
him.
Well,
I was like,
great
"Where'd
because
it go?"
Because he kept saying, I think he was on an interview. He had talked to Marty,
Yeah, it
and
was
some
tough.
of the interviews was like, "Oh, if I could ever do a cover, the best thing to do would be, I would love to do an Ice Cream Man." And of course, we're just sitting back laughing because we're like, "Yeah, we're just waiting on the approval." But he has no clue.
No.
McLean knew. We've all known for a couple of weeks. We're just all kind of sitting there waiting.
And
And
the-
then all of a sudden, it was amazing. That night, you were on William Russell's show.
I was.
That night, we got the approval. It came over, and you got off that.
Yeah.
And then we just, real quick, we started texting going, okay, when Ken's done with William, we need to make something up. Say, hey, man, let's get on here, because some people couldn't watch you, and that's what we did. And then all of a sudden, I asked him again, man, you keep talking about these books you want to do. What is it? what is your favorite book you want to do? He goes, if I could ever do an ice cream man, the tears would flow. And I'm like, well, funny you mention that, Ken.
They're gonna do it again. You better stop.
Yeah. Funny you mention that, Ken, because
Please
just want to
cry,
let
Mike.
you know,
I'm
we
trying
want
not
to let
to.
you know that you're an approved image artist, and the
It's-
look on his face, it was priceless. That's honestly,
Y'all are asses,
that's
man.
why we do this. That's why we do this, right? I mean, it's to
It's-
help each other out. I mean, that's why.
Oh, my
you guys-
God.
you guys from Gabe's Cave, you're out here promoting these artists that a lot of people don't know about, which is
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Exactly.
People don't know about a lot of these artists you guys bring in, and the work you guys do is phenomenal. I mean, hats off to you guys for what y'all do. I mean,
Exactly.
it's very humbling because there's not a lot of people like that in the industry.
Yeah.
And I'm being honest. I mean, there's a lot of people out here, but let's be honest, a lot of it's all about me. That's the attitude that goes around this industry. You guys aren't like that. I mean, you're out here on your own dime. You're doing things to help guys like Ken,
It's amazing.
William, all these other guys you guys do, and that's on y'all. So hats off to y'all. And more people need to follow you guys. And, you know, I'm going to promote the crap out of you.
Oh, heck yeah.
As much as we can through our store to have people follow you guys. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I
It-
appreciate everything y'all do.
In the few months that we've gotten to know each other, you know,
See
same
tears.
thing. It's just amazing. You see tears? Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be super happy. But it's what a great day today too. You know, with everything going on, and the release and these guys tricked me. I had no idea we were live either. If you watch that video, I'm talking about weighted blankets, like right at the beginning of it. And all of a sudden, someone says, "Oh, we're live," and I'm like, "Fuck, are we live for?" You know, it's like, what the heck, live for what? You know, because I thought I was just having a, you know, hey, we're gonna work on this book, or here's an idea, you know, things that we'd done before, and that just blew me away. How amazing! Again, thank you. Like, really, it's crazy, and it's been stressful. And Chris knows. I even up until I was counting down the minutes till noon got here, and I was just like, "Oh God, I'm gonna throw up. Here it goes." You know, and thoughts of, you know, cobwebs around it sitting on a shelf in his shop is going through my brain, you know, and then it goes live, and he's just like, "This is gone, this is gone, this is gone," and I was just like, you know, it all rushes back. You get the same feeling of like, thank God. You know, it's like, yes, y'all buy it. And everybody that comes by, I'm like, oh, I did a comment. Y'all need to go look right now, see if you can get it too. So what a good time. It's been an amazing day. Thank you very, very much.
It's important for you guys to try to get to cons. They're opening back up, and to meet these
Yeah.
gentlemen, because you can get a taste of their personality in our interviews. But let me tell you about my experience. They want to talk about how we do good things, but I see kids, how they feel when they see their artwork, how people want to line up to meet these guys. So for me to help introduce somebody else that could fall in love with the work that somebody else does, that means something to me. That does mean something to me. And every one of these guys that I've met, Ken, McLean, Chris Hayes, David Sanchez, William Russell, the OMG guys, Tone Rodriguez, Rob Broussard, Jeremy Clark, Mustafa, they're all humble. Every one of them, they all act like they don't understand why you like their stuff so much. They don't get it. Ariel Diaz, everybody is humble. And so it's important to let these people know that, hey, I appreciate that you're humble, but bro, your stuff is awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Be excited.
I am. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. It's that, you know, this project or these voodoos. I mean, some people don't know. I sat there for about a year and a half and wanted to develop this particular deal to call my own, you know, and I'd never seen anybody do series like this, piece after piece after piece. And they were going to release at Denver Comic Con last summer, and it never happened because of COVID, so they got shelved. And I created a few more. Some interest happened right before the end of the year, and I created some, and then Chris saw it, and Chris was like, well, what are these dolls that you're working on? He's like, dude, I think they would look good. That's why they ended up on his comic. And man, from there, it was just, I couldn't believe it. And
Sorry, I actually think I said, I play with dolls.
yes,
Yeah,
you
I
did.
like
You're
yours.
like, I love dolls.
Yes.
That's what I play with at home. And
They're good bath toys. Kind of what I said.
And it was amazing. And you know, seeing last week at the first show where I legitimately had 14 different pieces of them, and to see them, you know, people liked them and they're moving, and you know, and same thing here, you know, they gravitate or they point at it or they like them. That means a lot because it's been put up for so long. So to finally release it, it is nice, but it is very humbling to see people like that stuff, you know. So thank you all very much for having me and interviewing me. And like I said, I know a lot of stuff's going on, but life's ups and downs. It's what it is, you know. And I do hope everything's good outside, but you know, I'm glad that convention-wise they shut us down. Doors are back open. People are coming back in and out, and you know, we keep talking about it because that's, as an artist, that's what we do. We got to keep going.
Tell them where they can go buy his comic.
Pastime, PASTIMECC.com. The first issue, the first exclusive cover for Ken Salinas is Ice Cream Man number 24.
That's it.
Let's make him tear up again, real quick. One thing Ken, I told him was, he got approved as an artist from Image. Well, when he first sent the first concept over, right, it's just some sketches, just some penciling, and I sent that to the creative team over at Image with the Ferryman cover that he did, and it was completely, I said, this is what it's going to look like. This is the concept. Within 10 minutes, I got the email back. It's approved.
Yeah.
First thing is, you don't get a first approval concept from Image usually. There's work that they want you to change up. Right. Not with this. They've never seen anything like it. And the best part was, we were standing in our store. Was it Sam Jones was in store that night? Yeah,
Sam was there.
And I went and put my arm around Ken. McLean's there, a bunch of us, and David and everybody. I was like, hey, Ken, you know that concept you just sent me? And he goes, yeah. I go, yeah, it's approved. And he just said, what? I go, oh, yeah, first shot. It doesn't happen. And then it was about a week later, he had the final artwork. Usually you get some final artwork turned in. You get a, hey, can you make this a little darker, or we don't like the eyeball on there. I mean, it was sent in, and boom, it's approved. Yeah. And I was like, are you kidding me? That quick? So some of our fans from Fort Worth, and then Big Dog himself, William
Russell. The Angry Artist is right there, too.
Angry Artist. But, yeah, you know, just stuff like that just shows you this style that he's doing is catching on. Nobody's ever seen it. And they know it's going to be a hit. And that showed it today on the sales already online on this book. I mean, $20 for that cover as a Virgin variant cover. It's insane. So we're pretty happy with that. And again, you can go to our website. There's a few left. I'll be honest, there's less than 50. It's a 500 print run. There's less than 50 raw copies left on the website right now. So that's to show you what kind of success it was.
Thank you for linking.
Right,
website's linked.
I'm jumping out. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Chris.
I like to jump in on things.
Always, brother.
Watauga's own #1 horror author, Chris Hayes.
And this is what it's like at cons. This is what it's like. I mean, we jump in, jump out. People come over, say hi. I mean, you got to come check us out at the con. We had to spotlight Ken, though, because he has been such a great guy.
Thank you.
Every time we see him, we try to talk to him. He's the one that embarrassed Gabe the last con we were at. Not the last con, but the Dallas Card Show that we were at with him. He came over there and embarrassed Gabe for us, and because he wanted a Gabe's Cave cup. He said, "What do I got to do for them cups?" I said, "I got something for you."
I love that cup too. Beautiful, beautiful cup. Thank you. No, guys. I mean, thank y'all for everything y'all do. Again, you know, it's like I was saying. The few months that I've known y'all, I'm so excited to see your post, you know, or see you on camera at Pastime, you know, or whatever. It's just, it's so amazing. It really is. And I just wish the best for everybody. Thank you guys for giving me a shot, giving me time, and going the effort that y'all put to put this out there. It means the world. It
now
really
tell whoever you got out there that you love them. Whoever it is that you care about, this is where you get to let them know.
Kenneth Ryan, Jose, Ashman, Shiloh, all my kids, I love y'all so much. I miss y'all. Of course, I'm out of town. I've been looking for stuff for y'all like I always do. Got to take stuff home to the kids, you know. I love them. And, you know, all this stuff is for y'all. That's it.
It's for y'all.
That's why I do it.
He does it for y'all. Y'all don't forget, share
Thank
this
you
out
very, very much.
because somebody
Oh,
is
yeah.
going away with this comic right here,
This is a giveaway.
signed by.
What do they got to do? Do they have to do 5 Fortnite dances or something to get
Man,
it?
all you got to do is comment on this interview.
Just comment?
Just comment.
Put words on the bottom, and that's it.
Just like this video and comment on it.
There it is.
Y'all think it's over? It ain't over. This kind of we just got started. We got a whole nother day of this.
From Uncle Nasty himself, he's giving it away. There
That's
it
it.
is. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ken.
Much appreciated. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for the time. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Come on by. Come take a look. Come see us. We'll be here for one more day. Thank you.
That's it. Guys, we appreciate y'all coming out, watching this live video.